Hello! So we are here to compare two vitamins, the kids' Flintstones and my daughter's favorite, the Meology Shaklee vitamins. I want to throw out there, as we go into this, I am going to guide you as a mom looking at ingredients and pulling very easy to find information. I am not a professional. This is available information that I am going through and unpacking that you can find yourself too. But let's take a look at it together. The first ingredient is the thickening base for both of the vitamins. So the Flintstones has the glucose syrup, and then the Kids Meology has the maltitol syrup. The glucose syrup and the maltitol syrup are both derived from starch, but the glucose syrup is a lot closer to sugar than maltitol syrup. So the glucose syrup actually promotes tooth decay. It has a strong insulin response and a very high glycemic index. It has the same amount of calories as sugar does, and it is easier to digest than maltitol syrup. Maltitol syrup has a moderate digestive tolerance. You have maltitol syrup, which has half the calories of glucose syrup and sugar. The glycemic index is low to moderate, so it raises the blood sugar more slowly and less intensely. It does not cause cavities like glucose syrup does. So the next ingredients on the list is sugar for the Flintstone gummies. It says 2 grams of sugar for Flintstone gummies, and then it says 3 grams of sugars for the whole pack for the Kids Meology. They also say that they have no sugar in there, and the difference is the sweeteners in Flintstones is sugar sucrose, whereas the Kids Meology, they have sugar alcohols, so they don't have to be counted as sugar. So xylitol is derived from the bark of birch trees, and then erythritol is derived from fruits like grapes, pears, and melons. Xylitol has half the calories of sugar. Erythritol has near 0 calories per gram. Sugar has very high glycemic index. Xylitol is very small. Erythritol has a 0 glycemic index with no effect on your blood sugar levels. Sugar promotes tooth decay. Xylitol and erythritol both protect against tooth decay. Sugar is digested very well. Xylitol, part of it is digested in small intestines, and then the rest is not. So your digestive tolerance is moderate. And then with erythritol, that is also digested very easily. So we just went over the sweeteners in Kids Meology and the Flintstones vitamins. Now we're going to move on to how friendly is it for vegan, wheat, allergies. Let's take a look. Oh, you can see on the label that the Flintstones vitamins contains wheat, and then it also includes gelatin. Gelatin is animal derived, so it's not vegan. I don't know if it counts as vegetarian or not. But then you take a look at the Shaklee products, and they are very mindful of allergies. So, I mean, it is dairy-free, lactose-free, gluten-free, wheat-free, soy-free, egg-free, peanut-free, tree nut-free, shellfish-free, and GMO-free. So the Super Immunity Gummy is vegan, and the Super Vitamin Gummy is also vegetarian. The Kids Meology omega-3s is a fish oil concentrate, so it's not vegan or vegetarian. Kind of difficult to compare a whole pack to just the Flintstones multivitamin, so I'm just going to include the Flintstones omega-3 vitamins as well in this, just to make it a little bit easier. So when I pull up the Flintstones omega-3 vitamins, you can see that it has gelatin, algae oil, so it's DHA rich. That means it is also not vegan, and I believe not vegetarian either. I'm not positive about that. And then it is also glucose syrup and sucrose, has artificial flavors, vegetable oils. Let's see. It has 3 grams of sugar in just that one vitamin. So if you're taking the Flintstones multivitamin and say the Flintstones omega-3s,
then you're getting 5 grams of sugars. And then it also contains wheat and tree nuts. So, in that sense, like, it has a couple of allergens in there too.
Okay, so one thing that I would say is a little bit weird about the whole dietary preferences thing with the vegetarian and vegan thing is, yeah, there's more you can do with the Shaklee, but you can't buy the Super Vites separate from the Meology pack. So if you are like vegan or vegetarian, you know, you can't just get the Super Vites. You can get only the super immunity. I mean, Shaklee does have another vitamin that I'm not going to overview right now, but that one is more complete vitamin and it's cheaper, and you can buy that separate. And then if you wanted to, you can also buy that fish oil separate and the super immunity. But for the Meology pack as a whole, that's where the whole like dietary preferences get a little bit like awkward. So, I mean, the Flintstones, you don't have that option at all. So far, we compared the sugars, we compared the dietary preferences, we compared allergens. Now let's compare what's actually in the vitamins. So which one's more complete vitamin-wise, and then the cost.
Surprisingly, it was really hard to find this comparison. So the Flintstones Gummies, their omega-3s have 16 milligrams of DHA, which is really sad when you take a look at the Shaklee vitamins. They have a total of 300 milligrams of DHA and EPA in their vitamins. So that is more than 10 times as much omega-3s. So I put the daily values for the vitamins side by side so that you can compare, and I don't think I have to say much for you to see that the Kids Meology is way more complete than the Flintstones vitamins. So this is for ages 4 years old and up. I'm seeing a lot more 100% daily values, and I'm seeing a more complete B vitamin complex for the Kids Meology. I'm also seeing that there's more for the immunity since it has its own separate immunity gummy. The zinc is much higher, and the elderberry extract is a nice add-on as well to help with the super immunity. The Flintstone Gummies is $13.92, but we'll go ahead and round up and say $14. It's 150 count, so that means it is, let's see, you take 2 gummies daily, so that would be 75 gummies or servings for anyone 4 years or older. And 75 days would be about 2.5 months supply. So then let's go ahead and divide that in half as well. So, I mean, that's pretty cheap. Yeah, 2.5 months supply at $14. Let's see, it's about $5.60. It's pretty good for a 30-day supply. I really tried to find the Flintstones omega-3s version, but I really couldn't. They used to sell it, and it looks like it was taken off the shelves. So I went ahead and found some kids fish oil vitamins that are more the Shaklee caliber anyway. So this one is a $40 for 60 servings, so that's like $20 for a 30-day supply. So $20 plus the $5.60 for the Flintstones, and you get $25.60. To be fair, if this cost comparison was all Flintstones, I really believe Flintstones would blow Shaklee out of the water if you're just looking at cost. Even with the high quality fish oil and the Flintstones, I'm really surprised to see that the costs aren't too absurdly different. Okay, so I am so surprised by this price comparison right now, guys. I mean, it's a high quality stuff, and you get it for $35. And guys, I mean, if you purchase 2 Meology Kids in the same transaction, you get 10% off of both Meology Kids order. If you purchase 3 or more Meology Kids in the same transaction, you get 15% off of each of your Meology Kids orders. So that is awesome. There is one awkward thing about the kids vitamins that I should mention right now. That's they have a 25-day supply. Now the Flintstone vitamins and those quality other omega-3 vitamins, they have your typical 30-day, 60-day supply. So why does Shaklee have a 25-day supply? It says right on their website, I just zoomed in on it. It's the best way they can make the price point available for a lot more people, which I think is pretty cool. You can see it as a con, you can see it as a really good thing towards their brand. But either way, there you go.
So, if you're to ask me, I think that Shaklee Kids Meology is a clear winner, and I'm not biased at all, guys. Okay, just kidding. So, yeah, I'm a little biased. But, I mean, after looking at that, I'm actually really surprised at how it stacks up price-wise and quality-wise. And sweetener-wise, you see that Flintstones is more of a candy-like substance, and then Shaklee Meology is that sugar-free substance. So that's pretty cool. It does not promote tooth decay. If anything, it prevents it. Not the same with the Flintstones. And then when it comes to dietary preferences, Flintstones doesn't have any flex to it at all. The Shaklee does, although there's like a little bit of a weirdness to what you can get standalone, as I mentioned before, but they do have like vegetarian, vegan. The quality of those omega-3s is so good. They test for contaminants and they say they are beyond organic. So they test for that in their omega-3s for their kids. So, and then just price-wise, that is awesome. I mean, the 25-day supply, you know, that's up to you to decide if you like it or not. I think it's cool that their brand does that to make it more available. And I think it's so cool that their discount continues to increase the more you buy for kids. This still might not be affordable for everyone. And Shaklee does have another vitamin, as I mentioned earlier, that is more affordable, and if your kid will take those heart vitamins, then that would be worth looking into. Well, hopefully that was helpful for you guys in deciding whether you would like to purchase these or not. I have my links to my storefront, to becoming a member in the description of this video. Please feel free to contact me. I have my contact information available for a reason. I would love to connect with you. Yeah, if you have anything that you would like to see reviewed, please let me know in the comments. I do try to upload every other week if God allows me to have the time with my kids. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, but I would love the honor of being your Shaklee ambassador if you would have me. I hope you have a blessed night. It's night over here. I will see you later.